Hello everybody, thanks for joining me for another one of my videos. We're back on the bootleg front today and got a couple of interesting things to show you, certainly if you're a Pink Floyd fan. Now I showed you recently the Vancouver 75 triple that came out. Well, there's a second version of it which has just come through, and it's basically just a different pressing, so it's different coloured vinyl, same sleeve. The only difference on the sleeve is you do get a numbered sticker, hand numbered sticker. So there's only 100 pressings made of this version. The other version, which was the splatter, if you remember, 150 of those have been made apparently, but they're not numbered, so still quite limited. So I should sort of get them if you can track them down, whilst, because they'll be in demand, I think, these. But this is certainly a more limited version, only 100 copies. I don't need to show you the sleeve and everything really again, but I do need to show you the records. And they call this a kind of a split splatter. So first disc on mine is like this. So they all have this kind of marbled pink, dusty pink base. And disc one has got this green, nice bright green, kind of almost sort of painted over with a wide paintbrush, isn't it? But, it's quite a nice pattern. Haven't got anything quite the same, and they'll all vary slightly, obviously, because they're all made individually. I'll just show you the other two discs. So disc 2, same pink base. This time we've got a sort of, well, a blue and a red splashed. So they are completely different to the others. They're not slightly different. We've used different process, and as you can see, there's some nice marbling in there as well. So really, really pretty. And third one is probably the nicest of the three. So here you've got red, green and yellow. So you've got three colours in there on top of the marbled pink. So just thought I'd show you that if you're interested in getting a copy of this album. There are two versions out there now, and yeah, they're not horrendously expensive considering the fairly limited numbers being made. But, I think they're significantly different pressings to warrant getting both, in my opinion, as a coloured vinyl collector. Careful we don't damage the the plastic cover, because it's got the sticker on. So there you go, a nice alternative version, Vancouver 75. Still got the wrong date on the sleeve, but there you go. Right, now I'm going to dig out a few Floyd kind of pirates, which I've got. I don't approve of them as a principle really, although most of us know what they are. They can still fool people in thinking they're getting an official release. So basically there was a trend a few years ago for firms to, or it may be all coming from one pressing plant for all I know, but they just issue hundreds and hundreds of standard albums in coloured vinyl, and they were pretty dirt cheap to buy at the time. And some of the colours were quite nice. They were kind of marbled-ish, which I've kept a few of them, but as I say, for the most part, it leaves a slightly nasty taste in the mouth. But I've got a few which I will dig out to show you. So basically, Animals looks like a standard album. It's actually a picture disc. There's nothing wrong with a picture disc, it plays perfectly fine, but it's not authentic. It's a pirate of the recording. Pink Floyd. This is a copy of a foreign pressing of Pink Floyd, so they've taken a, looks like possibly Philippines. Yeah, so this is the cover that the Philippines did of Wish You Were Here, so I believe, and again it's actually a picture disc, so it's a lovely thing. Who wouldn't want a picture disc of Wish You Were Here? Hence it's in my collection, but it's possible that people will see that, think it's an official thing. Lover of animals, so we've got what looks like a single non-gatefold standard animals cover. Again, this is the Philippines they've used, and the vinyl is marbled green, so it doesn't really come over, but it's quite nice when the light goes through it. It's quite a nice marbled colour, but yeah, it's when we're buying a bootleg of a live show or unreleased demos, we know what it is. But there's another example. I just kept this Sabbath copy of Paranoid. Again, it's a copy of an official sleeve, but obviously it's not official, but that's the reason why I kept it. It's absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous multicolour splash, black and white. So for me it's a gorgeous thing, and it warrants being in my collection because it's so pretty, but slightly distasteful being a pirate of an official album. Why am I talking to you about this, you might think? Well, back in the 80s, Floyd brought out the Delicate Sound of Thunder album following the tour in '88, and I did get it at the time, and then it got sold off with a lot of my vinyl when I sort of went to CDs exclusively. So I never rebought it on vinyl. Funny enough, I've got a laser disc of it somewhere, but anyway, there's been a coloured vinyl pressing of Delicate Sound of Thunder, and I just thought I'd show you that. Excuse me, I'm really thirsty today. So, this is the thing. Now, there's actually two of these that have come out, slightly different versions. This one, it's got this beautiful sticker, which is kind of a copy of the hype sticker that they used on the Japanese reissue of the album. And you'll see that they've put kind of a splatter vinyl thing on there. You've got this nice obi strip. but otherwise it's the it's the regular sleeve design. Now, as I say, there are two versions of this. You get a sticker, a numbered sticker down here, which again is nicely done in sort of Japanese style, and you can see that there are 150 made, of which this is number 126. Now the other version is identical in every way, but it doesn't have the sticker. So what they've done, you've got the numbered thing there, again 150, mine's 127 number. So what they've done, so I'm told, is there are two different colours in each set, and to differentiate the colours on the one set to the colours you get on the other set, the one set has a sticker and the other doesn't. Even more confusing is that although the sticker suggests it's multicoloured splatter, these are not splatters. I'm assured that there isn't a splatter version, but these are really, really beautiful. So, beautiful gatefold sleeve, quite nice quality stock. Not only that, but you get the inners. So this is the version with the sticker. This is disc 1. So you can see they're beautiful swirls, green and orange. Obviously it's a style that we're familiar with, that we've seen before on many pressings, but to have that on your Pink Floyd double live album is rather nice. Proper labels, again there's a little sticker there with the Japanese text on it, so they put little stickers to make it look Japanese. So they're trying to replicate the Japanese pressing, if you like, but I don't think they're pressed in Japan. We'll keep that to ourselves, shall we? The other one, again, you get the inners. So disc 2 on this version is lovely blue and yellow swirl. Absolutely beautiful. How gorgeous is that? Again, you get those little Japanese stickers on the labels. So they're beautiful things, and there's a coloured vinyl collector, Pink Floyd fan stroke collector, and someone who hasn't actually got a copy of this album on vinyl in his collection. It kind of ticked all the boxes, even though there's that slight distaste about pirating an official release. But there you go. So I will show you the vinyl pressings that are on the version without the sticker. Now these, when I bought these, were the same price each one, so there was no price differential, same numbers made. Everything else is the same. You get the inner sleeve, but these are the colours on the vinyls for the non-stickered version. beautiful deep blue, deep red. So I love the way that the colours don't match on either side. Kind of so why would you get both versions? For the colours. And I'll show you the other one finally. So this is yellow with orange. So if what I'm told is true, you now know what colours to expect on the, or combination of colours shall we say, to expect on each version. It's nice to have the sticker, I think. It's nice to have the sticker, so I would think, unless you've got a particular desire to have the particular colours, the stickered version, I would say, is probably the preferred one. But I just like the colours on this one as well. So now the other thing to say about this is that they've done a picture disc version, which I presume is even more limited because it is extremely expensive. So I haven't gone down the route of trying to dig out one of those. But these to me, it's a nice nice way of getting the album in my collection in a collectible way, and it falls within the beautiful multicolored vinyl side of my collection, the live Pink Floyd side of my collection, and they're just lovely things to look at as well. So there we go with those. Now there's some really interesting stuff on the way, and it's taking ages for these things to come through, unfortunately, delays on the part of other people. But we've got half a dozen David Bowie bootlegs, one of which is a classic, which I couldn't resist getting hold of, and I'll talk about it when it comes. The others are all new releases, so we're going to have half a dozen David Bowie bootlegs to look at. There is a super spectacular Floyd box set bootleg coming. It's probably not the one that you're thinking of. There's another Floyd, and yeah, that's it on the bootleg front. The other stuff, the other things I think are official things. So yeah, tune in again for the next video, and thanks for watching this one.